What type of exterior doors do you offer?
Well, we got doors that go in, we got doors that go out.
Actually, what we meant was, are they metal doors, wooden doors?
Doors covered in laminate?
Hey, what am I, Jim Morrison? Come on, a door's a door.
A quality exterior door should protect you and your family from harm. But as you can see, this is not a quality exterior door. This is actually an interior door that someone installed thinking they would save a little money. But it only takes a matter of seconds to come through that type of door and get to you and your belongings. This is not what you need on your home. Now this is the kind of exterior door that you need, something that's solid and can take a hit, plus resistant to fire. This one is metal on the inside and the outside, and then it's got foam insulation in between the metal sheathing. That makes it energy efficient. Being metal, it's resistant to dings. It's hard to break through this door. If you do get a dent in it, you can fill it with Bondo the way you would an automobile, sand it down and paint it. Now, the doors also come in fiberglass and in solid wood. Fiberglass is nice because you can stain it or paint it. It looks great, won't warp very easily, just like the metal door. Wood doors are normally the most expensive but the best looking. And also check out the wood grain. When you have a section coming down, make sure the section going across, the grain goes the opposite direction. The reason for that is you want a good strong door, but you also don't want it to warp. And if all the grain is going in one direction, there's a better chance of the door actually warping. Whichever type of door you end up with, open and close it. Make sure that it's got a good swing to it. Even if you're remodeling an existing home, make sure they pull the jambs out, put shims in all the way, the little pieces of wood just to square the door up, because you need it to be square and you need the action to be very smooth. When you close the door, take a look at the weather stripping all the way around the door. You shouldn't see any light through there. You might take a hairdryer and go all the way around the door. Also, have someone on the inside with a candle or with their hand up against it just to see if they can feel air actually coming through there. Now on the bottom of your door, you also have weather stripping. Here you have a threshold, but your weather stripping is actually on the bottom side of the door. It's called a sweep. And that needs to be tight as well, because besides air, you can get water in through there. So just make sure that it looks good and tight. Again, take a flashlight and see if you can see light from one side to the other through there. And also, you don't want any water going through there, so this needs to be the best place. Now the threshold can be adjusted up or down. If you're trying to shut the door and it's catching somewhere, screw it down just a little bit. There's 4 screws in it there. If you can see air through there or you're getting water through there, lift it up just a little bit. You just take a drill like this, place it on there. As you see, that threshold rises right up. Now this threshold has something special in it. Besides being able to lift it up to prevent water from getting in, if water does get to this point, it drains back to the outside of your house. There's channels right here, and when the water gets here, it actually comes out. Let me go ahead and remove this threshold. We'll pour some water into it, and I'll show you exactly how it works. Okay, now we just take the threshold out, and I'll pour in a little water for our demonstration, and watch it come out on the exterior of the home instead of the interior. See it coming out right through the channel now. So anytime it's raining and the water's blowing up against there, or if you have a hose cleaning your porch, with this type of threshold, you don't have to worry about the water getting inside your house. And as you can see with this system, all the water went out onto our porch. None of it went into the house, into the entryway. Now you also need to consider the door that goes from your house into your garage. Even though that seems like an interior door, it actually counts as an exterior door. That door needs to be fire rated and have a burn time of at least 1 hour. In case a car ever catches on fire in the garage, it would take the flames at least 1 hour to burn through that door into your house to give you time to escape.